Well, we all have seen it. We all have seen items that to us make no sense, and most of us think like, well, those are things that are kind of useless because we have used them and they really don't work. And of course, we think as well, why they didn't put this type of things in here when we know for a fact that they do work. So let's talk about today 5 useless items that I have seen in folks' bags, useless to me, and 5 that I have not seen used. Now, let's first start by saying that this is just my opinion, and like everybody's, I have one. All right, so the first one, useless items that I have seen in people's bags, or in general recommendations, is get yourself a disposable poncho. The ones that they used to sell at Walmart. I think it was like 99 cents. Yeah, I have tested those, and let me tell you something. I was hunting in Florida in the management area, and it started raining, pouring more than rain, a lot. And I was like, all right, let me get my poncho, and I put it on. Taking it out was not a big deal. Just slap it a couple of times, and it was out. The moment that I slap it, it ripped in one part. Okay, but I still put it on. All right, at least I have my head covered. Yeah, as I was walking, it ripped everywhere. I mean, the plastic is so thin that it just ripped everywhere. I ended up taking out my small tarp, putting it over me, and just using it. I got a piece of paracord, and I just did like a little notch, and I looked like one of those monks for back when. I don't know if you can have a mental picture of it, but that's what happens. I mean, the poncho failed miserably, and that was not just the first time, because you know how it is. I mean, 99 cents, come on, maybe this was a fluke. No, every time that I use them, they're just horrible. So single-use ponchos that ones that sell for 99 cents, big heck to the no. And what brings me to the second one, and again, I have said in previous videos, I actually made this. These are just one of those things that I fell into when it comes to gear and whatnot, and it's the paracord bracelet. I found one, the ones that I have made, I found one the other day, and I took it apart. It took me a good, I don't know, 5 minutes or so to take it apart. There was not a lot of paracord in there. And I was like, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we recommend preppers, that is? Why do we recommend having a paracord bracelet in there? That way you can undo it and you have extra paracord. And I was like, no, I can't in good conscience tell you that a paracord bracelet is something that you should spend money on it. I think you're better off with just a roll. Just have a roll, and that's it. A lot easier to handle, a lot better, way more paracord. Just have the roll. Forget about the whole bracelet thing. It just, in my humble opinion, a freaking waste of time and money and effort. So the other one that I seen is the so-called Rambo survival knives, and I'm calling Rambo survival knife those just the handle is just hollow, and you can put the fishing kit in there. You can put all of that stuff like the compass, like the Rambo movies. Yeah, I came to find out that they are not as sturdy as they claim to be, and I came to find out because I popped it. Literally broke. My dad came in and he was like, oh look, I got one of those Rambo years ago. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, oh yeah, you can cut it. Like, yeah, they just don't work. You listen, if you want a knife, just go to the surplus military store and get one of these. You will be better off. Let me take it out so you guys can see it. Hopefully YouTube will not flag me. Possibly they will. Who cares, right? Anyway, guys, this, something like this. And I took out the this part so you guys can see how they look like. Yeah, the other ones, trust me, it's just a little nubby coming in here, and that is it. They're just awful. So just get one of these and you will be better off. And you can find this relatively cheap. So those Rambo knives that they're like, oh, the survival, because you can put stuff in it, and just have a separate kit. It's just gimmicks. I'm just gonna say it like that. It's just gimmicks. It's tested it, been there, done that, broke them too. Don't waste your money. The other ones, how about the, what is it called, the credit card knives and whatnot, the ones that you bend and cut and all of that? No, I just no. Don't waste your money on that. They just don't work. I tried them. They just don't work. Especially when they're like, oh yeah, you can have this what is it called, a multi-tool in there. Listen, a multi-tool, just get yourself a Leatherman and you'll be fine. Other people like other brands. I like this one. If you need pliers, there you have it. Just multi-tool. Stick with Leatherman. That whole credit card tool thing, completely and utter nonsense. The last one, the backpacks. Guys, you know that it's funny that they go in there and the first thing they say to you is like, well, this is a great deal because this is a $99, no, wait, no, $99, no, $19, and I got it on special at Walmart for $11 backpack. I have some of those backpacks. Or I had some of those backpacks. They sometimes don't even last you a full trip. The moment that you put anything about 20 pounds inside, they just break apart. If you're gonna have everything that your life is gonna depend on it, do yourself a favor and invest in a decent backpack. Not just one that it was on special on Walmart or one that you get, from Amazon, where they have those pre-made survival bags. They're cutting corners everywhere. It's just don't go that route. If you're gonna start, you gotta start with a good foundation, and a good foundation is a good pack. So now let's go into let me give you another one, just for giggles. Instead of giving you 5, I'm gonna give you 6. This is for cold weather environment. You hear folks always telling you about, and this is nothing good or bad, this is just a FYI. You always need to have a fair searing rod because you got to start a fire in the cold and yada yada yada. Okay, in the cold weather, first of all, for those of you who don't know, I live in Alaska. I live in Fairbanks, not in the city, but in Fairbanks, North Star Borough. We get cold as hell in here. Cold as hell. So if you tell me that I have to start a fire with a little ferrocerium rod with thick ass gloves on it, ain't gonna happen. Because I gotta take the gloves up. 20, 30, 40 below, that ain't happening, Bubba. My recommendation to you is get one of these lighters. Get one of these, not the other ones. No, one of these that you can hold in your hand like this, and then you can just press one button, and bam. Okay? And you can leave this in your pocket. you're gonna be better off. Trust me on it. You're gonna be better off. Now, if you don't want to trust me and you want to do it your way because you're a macho man and you have something to prove, then that is perfectly fine. But I tell you what, when you have big gloves on it, that little lighter, for example, if you have gloves like this, which these are not that big, I have bigger ones. Look, I can still operate this lighter. The other ones, get out of here, man. Good luck trying to do a big one of those big lighters with this type of gloves. Which it brings me to 5 things that I often don't see folks talking about it. Gloves, specifically insulated leather gloves. You guys have seen me using this quite often. I get these ones at Costco. These are 3M insulated gloves. If you don't have a good pair of gloves, and I'm saying good, and I'm being nice. These are not that expensive. They're cheap, actually, but they're really good. So if you go to Costco and you come across these ones, and again, it has this wool liner inside, get them. You will not regret it. I guarantee you, you will not regret it. So, a good pair of insulated leather gloves in your bag. I don't see a lot of folks saying that at all. Along with that, how about you have some of these little things? Yeah, disposable gloves. You know, I always keep a pair inside my vest, and it is, let me just put it like this: when you are in the field and you're processing animals, you're gonna get full of blood, right? It is a lot easier to have this type of gloves on, and I think these are mechanic gloves, by the way. I get them at the O'Reilly, and I use them all the time. I use this for animals. I use this for, when I was digging out the potatoes and whatnot. They are tough, but you don't get full of blood everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So you are clean. Now, I know a lot of folks are going to say, how dare you not get dirty? Well, if I had limited water, what you want me to do, Bubba? You see what I'm saying? Which, it goes to the next one. Wipes. Oh, way around. Alright. Have wipes with you. This are like the packs. I only have 16 wipes. Have wipes with you. I don't know how many times I have told people, forget about toilet paper. If you're gonna go paper towels. But even better, just use wipes. Trust me on it. You're not gonna regret it. Now, another thing is that I've seen folks with tourniquets and all of that, and very few with this. I will recommend you to have a few of this bleed stop. I have used this several times. If you get a cut in your hands or whatever, a deep cut, are you gonna put a tourniquet on your finger, on the palm of your hand? No, you will not. You can use this and it will get the job done. Please have some of this. Have it anywhere. Mine are very accessible all the time because I have used this in the field. I have cut myself in the field, significant bleeding, and I had come use this, fix the problem. And the last thing that I want to recommend everybody, especially because now winter is approaching, have these things in your pack. A combination. I don't know how many times I have said have a combination. Take care of your feet, take care of your chest, take care of your arms or your hands. So, toe warmers, chest warmers, and hand warmers. Have it just like this, but have it in your pack. I see people recommending it from time to time, but not often. This is something, y'all, that you are gonna see it in all of my packs, all of them, in this exact combination. Just like this. 3. Never 2, never 1, all 3 at the same time. The last thing you need is to be cold when you can avoid that. So, there you have it. I give you now 5 useless items or prep items that I have seen over the years, and 5 that I have seen people not using as often as they should. With that being said, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like I always, rock on, prep on, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye, everybody. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the pinned comment below. Consider joining our Frontier Prepper Squad or let an ad to you run. It really does make a difference. And always remember, those who prepare today will not struggle tomorrow.